And that's going to be knocked away. Keanu Neal there to knock that one free.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Oh, left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
53, Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Mike, 53. Watch the run right.
Ito Smith, his first carry, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Looking to throw. King. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
47, Mike. 47, Mike. Mike, 47.
Now King from the gun, he'll throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line. The
Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Give them a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And an Eagle 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Four down, four down, four down.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
You got three down, three down. 47's the mic, 47's the mic.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Bunch.
On first down, Sanders. Oh, he shifts past him. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Yeah, 60 out low. Check 53. Hey, pick it up. Trump. Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Here's King, operating from the gun. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to face a third down.
Ready. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 53 is the Mike. 53.
From the gun, King. It's caught. Jones. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, That's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Let's go. 15 on it. 15 on it. 15. Check my 15. I'm coming. Go. Big ass. Kill. Let's go.
He may try and run for this. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check.
King now. Off play action. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
53. Mike. You can't block me. Let's go.
To throw is King. To throw again. He completes it to Nelson. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Falcons 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now the dual threat man, this is DJ Foster. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
You don't want no problem from me.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You think you gonna get this? Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
Operating from the gun, King. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Go. Waiting. Man 5-7.
4 down. Check 45, somebody.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm. Strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Go.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Let him know.
Now Wentz again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Wentz now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
82. Here we go.
Into the red zone, Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Falcons 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Show it up. Take off.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I know he ain't got it.
King from the gun, he'll throw. Looking deep for Julio. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Bullock's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. No. Off. Check.
On the run, it's Foster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, Freeman. And hang on here, Freeman shaken up. Remaining on the ground after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
All day, dog. Switch.
On the counter, it's Smith. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Check. Crunch.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Ready. 53 is the mic.
Hey, what's the ball?
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape.
I got it. Switch. Okay. High seven. 53 is the mic. 50, let's go. 53.
Y'all not ready.
Mike, 53.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now Ito Smith. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. Now King throwing on fourth down. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me.
Back to throw. King. That's complete to Smith. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Looking to throw. King. It's caught. Nelson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. A first down carry for Smith. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Again, it's Smith. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second and 2, Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him.
As Sanders has it poked free, and the Falcons grab it. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. And a big...
Flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I'm
Here's King. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. Well, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now this time, Wentz will throw. He'll hit Jackson, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Deshaun Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
57. Sunday.
Check 88. Check 88.
Tight dog. Hey. High 7.
They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
King now, throwing on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Watch the air. Kill.
A give to Smith out of the gun. Nigel Bradham brings him down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
To throw is King. To throw on 2nd down. This complete to Jones. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9.
Mike spot 4. Time to go.
King operating from the gun. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The veteran Rasul Douglas able to break that one up.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Let's put that team on the hook. Tighten up, tighten up.
Now King throwing on 4th down. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
It's going to be a long
and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Another run with Sanders. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Right there, 54, right there, right there. Come on, baby.
To throw, it's Wentz. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Here we go, here we go.
To throw on 2nd down. King, it's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm going to run you over.
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 3, second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On second down, here's Smith. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A first down carry for Foster. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease. And
53, Mike. Let's go, Brandon. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Hey, alert 3.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Nice, sweetheart. Mike 5-4.
They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
53, Mike, 53. Oh, you get on the head. Echo. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check. 53 is Mike.
Back to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So he was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Check. 53's Mike. Trot. 53's Mike.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A really nice knockdown. He gets so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man, because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
A 53-yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
First down, Eagles.
Here we go. 5-9.
Yeah. You don't want none.
Hey, wahoo!
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. I got one.
Back to throw. Wentz. That's complete to Sanders. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Hey, Alpha!
Wentz to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended. Down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal and go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock, right? Did they lose track of where they were on the field? Was it makeable for their kicker? All those things come into play here, and it turns out they don't get it done.
So for the Eagles, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Air Crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.